we're back. You know, my first guest tonight from the Charlie's Angels movies, Chicago, and Ally McBeal. Starting Friday, she can be seen in Quentin Tarantino's new movie, Kill Bill, Volume 1. Please welcome the lovely Lucy Liu. You look very good.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm very happy.
Hey, congratulations on your baby.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's soon, very soon. Yeah. Yes, very soon. Gonna be born with a giant red pompadour.
Giant pompadour.
Yeah. You know, I saw this movie. One of the nice perks of my job, in addition to a million other things, that I get to see some of these really cool movies early, and I got to see Kill Bill the other day at a special screening. And this movie, I really love this movie. I thought, you do an amazing job, but the fight sequences in this movie are great, and that's saying something, because I've seen you, obviously we've all seen you in these Charlie's Angels movies where you've been busting out the moves, but this is like taking it to another level, in my opinion.
It's different. It's a totally different movie, and a lot of it's based on Japanese animation and sort of westerns, spaghetti westerns, and sort of Quentin's favorite things. So we learned different things for it. Like Quentin actually trained with us on it too for like the first few weeks.
So he was
in there every morning on the treadmill. He was working out. You'd see him like on the floor, and there'd be this like little Chinese guy on him, pushing him down to stretch him to make him more flexible. And he had this like Japanese headband on, and you know, he was totally going at it.
I didn't know training for ancient Chinese martial arts involved a treadmill, but first it says in the ancient scrolls you get on a treadmill, then Pilates, then a veggie burger. Did you know any like martial arts, you know, fighting before you did it in any of these movies, like going back over the years?
I mean, I did do one thing beforehand, but I was terrible at it. But I loved it's just how beautiful it was. It's called Kali Eskrima Silat, and it's a Filipino sort of knife and stick fighting.
Knife and stick fighting.
Yes.
So you just took that up because you thought it looked cool.
It does look cool because when you practice or when you train or when they do it, when they do it, it looks so fantastic. You hold two sticks and you sort of twirl them in the air so they look like they're spinning. It's gorgeous.
But where does the knife come into it? You said knife and stick.
Knife and stick. You can substitute knife.
Yeah, I would get a knife instead of a stick.
Yeah, would you?
I'd be like, could I have a knife, please?
Well, I think you can use both. You can have a stick and a knife. So you block
Lose
and then
the stick. Get two knives. That's like saying it is the ancient art of sponge and gun fighting. A gun and a sponge. You know.
It's your choice.
Yeah, no. So that you learned how to do that. Would you ever use that? You can't use that in an emergency because you're not going to have a stick and a knife on you unless you're whittling at the time and someone comes at you.
I can do it. I can sort of fake out the dog when I'm playing, like, you know, fetch. He's like,
that's when you can do it.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
Has it ever been intimidating? Because a lot of these roles that you play in movies, you play a badass. As someone who knows these martial arts, isn't afraid to use them. Has it been intimidating in your dating life at all? I take that to mean yes.
No, it's weird because people think that that's, you know, it's my job to convince them that I'm really good at what I'm doing on screen, but in reality, it's not really the case. So it can be, I mean, but if I don't get approached, then I guess I've done my job.
So you think sometimes there are guys that aren't approaching you because you put out this maybe aura?
Right, possibly.
Yeah. Well, maybe you just start to playing roles where, you know, you're not killing thousands of people with karate chops.
Thousands of people. Yeah, I'll just sort of start playing the sort of, you know, Julie Andrews, take the curtains.
Yeah, I think Mary Poppins. I see you in Mary Poppins. Yeah, that's a nice transition. Yeah. Let's say Kill Bill. A lot of this is it's shot in China.
It's shot in China, but the scene that we're working on, or that you see my character in is in Japan.
Right.
So we shot in Japan, and I spoke Japanese, and I learned how to do this, you know, work the samurai sword, because and Uma was doing the martial arts kung fu and the samurai sword. She was learning, you know, so many different techniques.
Who taught you how to use the samurai sword?
Actually, there's one of the actors in the movie. There's a chapter it's the man from Okinawa, and it's Sonny Chiba, who's a really famous actor in Japan, and he was one of the instructors, and he taught me how to wield the sword. He was amazing.
Could he speak English?
Yeah, I mean, he speaks English in the movie and also speaks Japanese, but he actually was so amazing with us because he would say, "Look at me," look at me. And we'd, you know, Daryl, Vivica, you know, Uma and I, and Quentin just sort of standing there looking at him. And then he would demonstrate this beautiful move.
Right.
And he goes, now you. And then we'd all have to do it separately. And then he'd judge you afterwards, and he'd say, almost good. So, you know,
almost good?
So it wasn't really an insult.
How do you know how to take almost good?
But
yeah.
it's not, it's like sort of, it's almost so Japanese because it's polite, but it's, I don't know. It wasn't like you were terrible, but you know, but
almost
keep going.
Good.
Almost good.
I
You
like
can use
almost
that.
good.
I think it's good.
I'm going to use that around here from now on.
And he would do the thumbs
almost
up.
Good.
He put the thumbs up, so he thought you did really good. And he goes, almost good. So you're like,
it actually should be at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, it shouldn't be exactly
almost good. That's one. He's got to do it correctly. You speak Chinese?
I do, yeah.
Do you find, and some languages just sound so romantic, there's some that don't. Chinese can just sound kind of, you know, guttural to me. And
Is it
well,
really?
it does, you know.
Because you understand the language so well.
Yes, well, no, just I'm talking about the sound of it.
You know what?
Do you know what I mean?
That there's Cantonese and there's Mandarin, and there's so many different dialects, and the Cantonese is a little more staccato, and the Mandarin I think is a little more fluid, which
like
is
if you say like I love you in.
Well, I need.
Oh, that sounds very pretty.
It's pretty, huh?
Because there's some languages like German, no matter what you're saying.
Right.
You can be saying I love you, and it's like, Kostis Lieden auf den Staub beißen. Like, what? I love you too. But okay, you proved me wrong. It was very beautiful. We have a clip here from the movie, and this movie had me from the get-go. And I'm a Quentin Tarantino fan, but this movie and it's part one. So when it was over, I was ready for part two, which I guess is going to be along in.
I think it's coming in February.
In February,
yeah,
okay. I'll be there because I was really into it the whole way. Tell us a little bit about the scene we're about to see.
Okay, in this scene, at this point, my character has become the head of the Yakuza, the leader, and one of the members in it is really unsatisfied with because of the fact that I'm Chinese and American. He feels like it's sort of infected their group, and he makes a big statement out of it, and then. Should I say?
Yeah, well, in a way, he insults you, and
he insults me, and I sort of
correct the matter.
I correct the matter, yeah, and this is after I've done something physical to him.
Okay.
Which I don't want to say because it might ruin the movie for you.
Right.
Guys.
You want to see this in the context, but anyway, let's take a look at this clip from Kill Bill Volume 1. It was. I think you give it away a little bit because you're spattered in blood.
I'm spattered in blood, yeah.
Kill Bill. Volume 1 opens on Friday, and I love it when you come on the show. You're beautiful
Conan.
and talented. Lucy Liu. Go see that movie. Michael Moore coming up. We'll be right back.